Hi everybody, my name is Elizabeth Nelson. I am a 2009 graduate of Carlson School, and now I am a marketing director at Land O'Lakes. And Carlson reached out to have me tell you my story, which I'm delighted to do, and to talk about some of the lessons I learned. So here it goes. So my story. In 2009, the economy was in a free fall, and I lost my job offer in April, and I was graduating in May of my second year. And at the time, my husband was also, my boyfriend at the time, but now husband, was involuntarily deployed to Iraq, and he also lost his offers. So it was a crazy, really crazy time. And, I think my biggest lessons for all of you are to have perspective and to know that this time for you, is a point in time in your life. And what's happening now will not be forever. Even though it might feel like it, it isn't. And the way you react to this is part of what will make you a great leader. So just remember that. It's about perspective and it's about leadership. And then the second thing is do whatever you can to find a job wherever you can. It doesn't necessarily mean that the job that is your corporate job that you thought you were really, excited about is the one that you'll get. I mean, I a big, huge company dropped me at the very end. And the next thing may even be better than that thing. So make sure you're out there pounding the pavement, talking to people, telling everybody your story, and you never know what will happen. So I'll tell you a little bit more about what happened for me. After I got my my offer rescinded in April, after graduation, I moved home with my mom to small town Wisconsin, outside of Milwaukee, and we went, and I was talking with everybody I could think to talk with. I really leveraged the Carlson School. I leveraged all kinds of contacts. And, I had my workday set out for me from, 8 until 4. I would be on the computer and having informational interviews and all that stuff. And then one day, my mom and I went to our local drive-in ice cream shop. And we ran into some family friends of ours who were family friends of a bunch of people that work at Sargento, the cheese company. And so I drove there, had an informational interview with one of them. And they said, yeah, I think we actually have a spot open. And I applied for that spot, and I got the spot. And none of that would have happened if we hadn't gone out for ice cream that night and hadn't been talking with our friends about the craziness that was my life. From that experience, I was there in small town America for a little over a year. I was able to save up a huge amount of money because and there were no expenses. I didn't do anything for a year. And that's not what I pictured my life to be. I thought my then kind of soon-to-be a fiance and I would be, with our MBA and law salaries, living in Milwaukee or in Minneapolis, and, just having a wonderful time. Well, that wasn't the case at all. He was gone. We didn't have any jobs. And then I ended up living in Wisconsin, small town Wisconsin, where I didn't necessarily want to be for over a year, with these family friends of theirs in their spare bedroom. I mean, I was 30 and I was like, this is the craziest thing. But what it did for me was, one, it just kind of reframed my life for me, which was important. And then two, I got an amazing experience at Sargento that I probably wouldn't have gotten at the other company. And when my husband came back and finally got his job in Minneapolis, I was able to transfer all those skills. And I made a lot of mistakes at Sargento too that nobody knew about once I got to Land O'Lakes. So I got to Land O'Lakes with this full suite of skills. And within a few months, I was on the top desk for an associate marketing manager. And from there, I think the rest is history for my career. That time, though, at Sargento, where it was just me, was kind of lonely, and it wasn't what I expected. But it was also a wonderful time and a great learning for myself, about me, and about my skills. So anyway, remember perspective. This is a point in time in your life. You're actually incredibly lucky to be here in Minnesota during all of this craziness. And remember to put yourself out there with everybody and anybody that will listen to your story. You never know. You never know where that next thing will be. And that this is just a point in time in your life. And quite frankly, as a manager who has managed many people over the years, the people who take things that are really tough and provide leadership and strength in those times are the people that I want on my team. And I have had people that are not like that. You're at Carlson School because you're a leader, so act like it, starting now, is my advice to you. Lead your own life, make your own path. You will be fine. So, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Anyway, good luck to all of you. I'm thinking of all of you. I remember this time really well. And someday, maybe in 10 years, you'll be doing the same type of video for somebody else. I sure hope so. Take care. Bye-bye.